Hey Independence.
I'm Charlie Newman.
And I'm Brene Bryant.
And this is your Independence News.
Hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting dirt and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk harder than a match here. But at night it's a different world. Go out and find a girl. Come on and dance all night. Despite the heat, it'll be alright. And babe, don't you know it's a pity the days.
There will be no school next week for Thanksgiving.
Monday, November 28th is a late start day. Class starts at 8:25 and buses will run on a regular schedule.
The IHS Theater is putting on their annual Indie Express experience on December 3rd and 4th at 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. on both days.
The Indie Art Department is selling hoodies for $35 and t-shirts for $20. Sales of these items will end December 2nd.
And now for an important announcement.
Hey Mom, the school's doing a toy drive, so we need to get some toys before December 9th. Hey, can you help me bring these boxes to school tomorrow? It's for the toy drive.
The toy drive?
The toy drive.
Of course, if our first period class brings the most toys, we get Panera.
I love Panera.
Okay, I'll be there at 6 tomorrow.
From December 5th to the 9th, bring in any unopened toys to your first period class for children in need of a gift during the holiday season in Williamson County. There will also be a Skills USA table in the Commons where you can donate money to the cause during lunch. The class with the most toys and money donated will win a free Panera breakfast.
Please remember to bring in new and unused toys to your first period class from December 5th through the 9th. There will also be a table set up in the Commons during all lunches if you'd like to donate money for the purchase of new toys.
Yearbooks for the 22 through 23 school year are now on sale. To purchase, visit www.yearbookordercenter.com and use code 1305.
Mr. Ulane's physics class has been learning about Newton's first law.
So the last couple days we've been learning about Newton's first law. An object in motion tends to stay in motion, an object at rest stay at rest unless a net force acts upon it. So we wanted to give a hands-on explanation today or feel for what inertia and this is. So we put a bowling ball out which had an enormous amount of inertia. We tried to go through an obstacle course which required a lot of turns, twisting, turning, and changing the motion of a bowling ball, which it did not like to do.
So what we did today, I was the timekeeper and we did a lab in Mr. Ulane's class. So basically we had to have a bowling ball and we basically had to use a broom to maneuver it around. And what I had to do was keep track of time. And our team got 7 minutes and 42 seconds.
Teen Government School is now available to 10th and 11th grade students and provides challenging programs for the summer of 2023. For more information, visit with your counselor and visit the website in the declaration. Applications are due by December 1st.
Juniors interested in applying for National Honor Society can pick up an application in Mr. Ragland's room, H223. Applications will be collected on December 9th.
And now for this week's Indie Arts.
Welcome to your Indie Arts.
This week we did a student spotlight on Emily Ebanks and her story with theater and choir.
So I have met some of the best people in my life through IHS Theater. I have met friends that I will carry throughout my entire life, as well as teachers and other theater industry people that I will forever take, and some opportunities that I've been able to get from IHS Theater, like Allstate and ThesCon and Governor's School of the Arts, I wouldn't have found out about without IHS Theater. My family has always been very artistically focused. Really from the get-go, when I was like 3 years old watching Annie for the first time, I was like, that is what I want to do. As soon as I was able to walk, I was dancing and singing on stage. I saw my first independent show in I think 6th grade and I was like, I have to be a part of this program. And I joined, and I've had some of my favorite shows I've done here. In middle school, we didn't really have a consistent theater program at Heritage where I went, and the class that we did have was choir. When I couldn't be on stage with theater, I went ahead and did choir. I ended up loving it, and when I couldn't perform on stage with theater, I went and did choir, and I've carried on with choir because it's one of those things where I had to do something in the arts, and I discovered a new passion of mine, which is singing, and I don't think my love for singing would be as strong if I hadn't joined choir. I do musical theater, and singing is a big part of that, so choir has really, really helped me stay on track on the life path that I'm on. I'm planning on getting a BFA in drama, hopefully. I've applied to schools up north like NYU Tisch and Columbia Chicago, so really crossing the fingers, hoping I get in there. But I know no matter where I go to study, it's gonna be studying theater. It's my life's purpose, is to perform.
Here are some of the highlights from Orchestra's Electrifier Symphony event.
Putting the Electrifier Symphony event together has been in the works really since April, May of 2022, since before this school year. And I thought it would be kind of fun to do this with Summit. I used to teach some of them in middle school. I know the teachers was like, let's do this together. Centennial became a part of what we were doing, and it was born.
We're currently having our EYS, Electrifier Symphony Orchestra concert. We put a lot of practice into this by dancing instead of playing our instruments, which we don't normally do, and then practicing every day for like the past few months.
I've enjoyed getting to see what the other orchestra programs are like, because we actually don't get that much interaction with other orchestras in the county. So it's been really cool to see how they all work and meet them and everything.
The bonding, being able to meet students from other schools that have the same interests from me, and being able to find a voice as a musician.
What is important and what is the driving force and what musicians do is sharing. My greatest joy is working with people I've never met you before, right? Never met you, and within 5 minutes, we're all working together as a cohesive unit. That to me fascinates. When you're playing football, any sport activity, it's very specific. I show up to a football game with a golf club and I get kicked out. But in music, everybody is welcome, no matter what you think about music, what music you like, or what you're not familiar with. Being together as a group is the power.
That's all for this week.
See you next time.
What's up, Indy Nation? The basketball season's kicking off when we got interviews with the girls and guys coaches.
Yeah, the guys have put in a lot of time. Really proud of them for how much they prepared to get themselves for this moment. I mean, to play basketball here at Independence, it's a commitment year-round, and our guys have shown that they're willing to put in the time, the effort, starting in the spring, after we made the team, all the way through the summer and in this preseason. So, I'm excited for them to get to hopefully see their talent and their hard work pay off for them here very soon.
We've had a real good couple of weeks of practice. We've had a lot of good attention to detail, a lot of learning going on because we are trying to get a couple of new faces acclimated to what we do. But we got a lot of kids back, so it's been the older kids have done a real nice job of helping the younger kids and maybe new kids to the program acclimate to what we like to do on both ends of the floor. So we've had a good couple of weeks of preparation, but we're definitely ready for a ball game.
And I think that we have a lot of really good pieces. And our job right now is to try to figure out how those pieces work together. And I think our guys are seeing that we're really talented individuals, but I think that it's really special when it's coming together and it's clicking on all cylinders. And so we're trying to figure that out offensively and defensively right now. But any coach would tell you that it looks a lot better when you have great, talented kids, and we have that. Our practices are very competitive because we have countless guys in our program right now that are competing for minutes and because they're talented kids. And so getting that all on the same page is our priority, and when it is, it's going to be really special.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get up and down more. I feel like this team can pressure more and create more offense from their defense. So we've been working a lot on pressuring the basketball, a little more press stuff, those types of things to create some offense from our defense. And we're gonna try to get up and down a little more than maybe we have in the past. I always feel like defense first. Defense and rebounding win championships, and you know, that was never more evident than in our district game last year, where we beat Nolensville 41-36, and the defense played extremely well in that game and held a really good team to a 36-point scoring margin. And so we feel like, once again, defense and rebounding will be what we want to emphasize, and we hope that's going to be our staple throughout the year.
Yeah, so we expect our guys to play very hard this year. I think when you put in as much time as our guys have, the last thing you want to do is to not play hard. And so that'd be, as a coaching staff and as a program, we just want our guys to play extremely hard. We know early on there may be some chemistry and some things we're trying to work out, but our effort hopefully should be there from the very start to the very end of this year. And you know, if we do that, our execution will come, and I think that we can have a great season. And we'll just kind of leave it open-ended for right now.
Our first game was last night, so we'll have some highlights for you soon.
We also have the wrestling season kicking off, and we're going to get some interviews with the coaches, but that's all we got for you this week, Any Nation.
We'll see you next week.
That's all we have for this week.
I'm Charlie Newman.
And I'm Brene Bryant.
Have a great Thanksgiving break.